and welcome to Lifelong Careers. I'm Tanya Honeychurch and I'm here today with Jo Byron from Safety Hand. And Jo Byron's going to explain to us what Safety Hand is and how she works with me on the entrepreneurial mentoring package. How are you today, Jo?
Good, thanks, Tanya.
That's good. So would you just like to run us through your business idea and your product briefly, and then we'll talk a little bit more about your business and how you work with me.
Well, I've created Safety Hand, which is a child's road safety around cars. And the concept came to me when my 2-year-old and 3-year-old would constantly run around the car and not stay close to the car, and we were in a car park. That's pretty dangerous, and other people can't see them. So I came up with the idea of how to keep them close to the car, if not standing, touching the car, within sight and within reach at all times. And Safety Hand evolved from there.
Yeah, fantastic. So quite often that is how businesses start out, isn't it? People see a niche for something, or a gap in the marketplace, and they think, "Ooh." So you've obviously got an entrepreneurial spirit. Okay, so would you like to just give us a quick demonstration of how Safety Hand works? That'd be great.
They're car vinyl decals. They're vehicle grade.
Yeah.
They have a textured static backing, so they're not like bumper stickers at all. They're repositionable, removable, and they don't damage your car. Yeah. They're actually cut out in the shape of the car. Yeah. And there's the child's hand in the centre, which you cannot miss. And it's pretty straightforward for the children to understand, to stand with their hand on the car. Yeah. And put their hand on the Safety Hand. And I've got different designs. So this one's the alphabet craze, so they can spell out their name or find the first letter in their name, or go through the alphabet. Yeah. And I have 3 other designs. I've got Little Lady, which has got all the little girly butterflies and love hearts and birds and things like that. Monsters in green goo, which my 3-year-old son drew most of the monsters. Fantastic. Helped me design. And there's monsters that are upside down. There's one who has yellow teeth because he doesn't brush them. And the 4th design is numbers. It's called numbers, and it's just got different size and different coloured numbers. Great.
So you've you really involved the children in the process, which is going to make it a lot more appealing, because they've actually had a hand, pardon the pun, in designing them.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it's a kind of ownership too. My son, his favourite is the Monsters in Green Go. Yeah. But talking about ownership, we've also brought out the personalised mini Rego decals, which you can see on there, on here. Yep. And the idea is when people order them, they just give me the child's name, and I print it out on there, and it actually applies over the Safety Hand they currently have. Okay. And the child has their own name on there, and they know whose is whose then. Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. I love the products, and it's now just a matter of getting it out there to the marketplace, isn't it? Yes. Well, I've approached quite a few preschools, and they're very, very interested in the Safety Hands, and they've got display boards up for their parents to have a look at, and quite a few interest from there. And it's just basically, I just need to get out there, and people need to hear about me. Yeah, that's right. And so that's how we're working together, isn't it? So you contacted me, and we worked together on a mentoring program over a period of 12 months or maybe even longer. So if you'd just like to explain to our audience how we work together. Well, I just completed the small business management course, and we were at a convention together, and I was at the point where I knew all the things that I wanted to do. I had all these great ideas, and I was going everywhere at once. And then I came across you, and you had in point form, do you need help with this? Do you need help with this? Do you need help with And I could tick almost every single question. Yeah. So that's how we began to work together. Yeah. But the main reason why I needed you as my mentor is I needed help working out what I was going to do next, instead of everything at once, one thing at a time, and what needs to be done first and second and third, and then also to look into the future and especially marketing to get the product out there.
Yeah, and setting goals too is important, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, and it's a real process, isn't it? Like we're finding out that it doesn't happen overnight. Success doesn't happen overnight, but to go through that process is really important. To set those goals.
I didn't realise at the time, but yes, it is very necessary. You've got to have the base work, the groundwork done. You've got to have a base to come from and to focus on what you're going to do next, to come back to and go out and try something and then come back and work out what does and doesn't work.
That's right. Test and measure. It's really important. Well, I'm a big believer in the product, and I'm really enjoying working with you, and I know that very soon we're going to bring Safety Hand to the market and it'll be a huge success. So thanks for your time today, Jo.